so it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
It's looking real good. Now we got a new DA in LA, so they're gonna. I got court on the 14th, fool, right there in Compton, Thursday. So they're gonna drop a gang of like my gun enhancement, my gang enhancement. My gang enhancement's 10 years, fool, for being a gang member.
Woo! So we got a burrito gremlin, and he is on a recorded line in the prisons, which I still don't get how these dudes don't realize that they're being recorded. And he's bragging about his charges being dropped. Gun charges, gang enhancements. And the thing is, this is my thing, especially with all the legislation to ban guns and ban background checks and ban assault rifles and ban AR-15s and ban this and ban that. If you're gonna ban the guns and people aren't allowed to have them, especially in LA, they're already illegal. But when you arrest somebody for having the gun, they just gonna drop the charges. So what's the point of making it illegal if once you get through the court system, you just gonna drop the charges? They're doing the same thing in New York. Plenty of dudes got gun charges, got their charges dropped. Okay? And now that the burrito gremlins, super gremlins, whoever gremlins, glider gremlins, it don't matter. Now that they know that their charges are finna be dropped, they finna go even more crazier. I'm telling you, these super gremlins are on demon time.
And then the gun and the commission of crime.
Gascon or where?
I don't get the name on my face. That's a champ right there.
Woo, he said he gonna get it tatted on his face. He said he gonna get Gascon, this liberal DA. Some in the comments might say Soros-funded DA, right? He's gonna get him tatted on his face. Tap my name on you so I know it's real. Tap my fucking name on you so I know it's real. I know y'all know that Rick Ross song. So he said he gonna tat Gascon on his face because he dropping the charges. This is real super gremlin, burrito gremlin activity going on, man.
Gascon.
He's not even doing shit for misdemeanors and stuff.
That's the right there, bro. He's making the story changes for all of us, fool. You know, so I'm just grateful, fool. Like, I got good news off that.
Wow, historic changes for the burrito gremlins. We're done.
So at least now I know, like, they're like, you're coming home, blood. Like, they already told me, my lawyer told me, you're coming home.
Family of 16-year-old Tioni Theus and the California Highway Patrol holding a vigil today, asking local and state leaders to offer a reward to find her killer. Tioni was shot and killed earlier this month. Her body dumped on the side of the 110 freeway in South LA.
Wow. So remember Tioni Theus, guys. Remember Tioni Theus. I actually did a live video on Tioni Theus, and it might have been a live or it was a very long premiere where I broke down the whole situation with Tioni Theus. And she came from a broken home. Her dad got his stuff together later on in life and ended up owning some clothing store or whatnot. And the mother, I believe she went through an accident and she was kind of, bedridden from there. And, she wasn't able to parent effectively. So Tioni was in these streets, okay? And if you guys go back to my video where I broke it down. Let me get the title of the video right quick, but I broke it down. And so the video is called "The Reason Why Tioni Theus and Lauren Smith Fields Don't Deserve More Coverage Than Brianna Kupfer." All right. So you can go back and watch that video. I broke down everything about Tioni Theus. But basically, she was in these streets. If you check her Instagram, I think her Instagram was like Lil Freak Tioni or something. I didn't name the Instagram. It didn't come from me. I'm telling you what she was on. Okay, so she was in these streets, and it looks like she might have been doing some selling of the WAP. And unfortunately, man, she ended up getting killed. And one thing that her father said before she left his presence for the last time, she said to him, he said that she said to him, right, that nobody cared about her. And then he said, "Baby, I love you. I care about you." And she said the only one that cared about her was her mama. And the rest is history.
Our Amy Powell joining us live now with more. Amy.
Jory, it has been almost 2 weeks since the teenager's body was found on the freeway. Investigators trying to solve her murder and grieving relatives are appealing for help from the public. Family members and community activists were joined by officials from the California Highway Patrol during a news conference gathering near the South Los Angeles location where 16-year-old Tioni Theus was found dead on January 9th. Her body dumped on the 110 freeway on the Manchester Avenue on-ramp near South Figueroa Street.
They dumped her on the side of the road. Let me repeat, the Super Gremlins dumped her on the side of the road like she was nothing, like roadkill, man.
Teen had been shot in the neck. Community leaders are calling on state and city officials to offer a reward for information that will help CHP and LAPD investigators find her killer.
The community, silent. Okay, and she is actually this other, what's his name? Marv or something. She's like the niece of some gang member or something. Let me get his name. I made a video on that too. OG Pyru Ayatollah Marv. So she is this old head Super Gremlins niece or cousin or whatever. They're kin.
Young, vibrant young lady who was just cut from so much that was ahead of her. This has been a tragic to my family, to the community, to anyone that has a child. That's a cousin, that's a friend.
If you're from the neighborhood here and you have cameras in your vehicle and you are driving along the route.
This Captain Jeff Latone is a double stuffed burrito.
Or if you're driving on the 110 freeway on that.
With extra meat, pinto beans, and black beans in there. White rice and black rice. He want everything in the Chipotle line.
Morning, please look through your video. If you find something during that time period in the Manchester and the 110, call our investigators.
Family members sharing memories of the 16-year-old girl, calling her a lovable soul. They're also urging anyone with information about her murder to contact authorities, saying if they remain silent, someone else could become a victim.
A candlelight vigil tonight for a murdered 16-year-old girl. The family of Theus is asking for the public's help in capturing her killer. The girl's body was found on the side of the 110 freeway on January 8th. And Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter is live outside the LAPD 77th Division with more on this story. Leanne.
Yeah, an emotional plea tonight from the victim's family, desperate to catch her killer. She was just 16 years old. Her family pleading for anyone with any information to come forward. Just take a look. This is a picture of 16-year-old Tioni Theus. As I said, that young girl was found dead along the freeway. Her body discovered along the southbound 110 on-ramp at Manchester. It happened January 8th. Drivers noticing her body around 8 a.m. and calling authorities. Investigators say that she had been murdered, her body simply dumped along the roadside.
And guys, I wanted to remind you of this story because we still have not found the super gremlin on Demon Time who did this, okay? And my guess is probably not, okay? Even with all the pull that the OG, Ayatollah Marv, all these, gang members and stuff, even all the pull that he got, they still ain't found who did it. Street codes in full effect. No snitch. It's probably a young dude, somebody her age or a little older, okay? Because a lot of these young girls, teen girls, are hanging with older men. I'm talking about grown in the hood, gangsters in the hood who got a name for themselves by the age of 21, 22. And they not afraid to kill men, women, children. It doesn't matter. These super gremlins are on Demon Time.
The CHP investigating the murder. The LAPD also joining that investigation. Tonight, her family again pleading for the public's help.
We're talking about a 16-year-old. And we're not talking about an adult. We're talking about a 16-year-old child. Yeah. She was thrown on the side of the freeway like trash, and she's a child.
I like the passion. Lakeisha, was that her name? I like the passion. Hold on, let me make sure I get her name right. Yeah, Lakeisha. So I like the passion, but I can guarantee these are the same sisters at this memorial, same sisters and brothers, we not gonna leave the brothers out, who are protesting defund the police just a year ago. Need I remind you guys? Defund the police. So, unfortunately, man, nobody's going looking for the guys that did this. Sad, tragic, but that's the reality.
Child, she meant something to her family.
To be left on the side of the street of a roadway, 16 years of age, it's just insanity. The evil that's behind that, to take a life, a young, promising life.
And the fact that there's a lot going on in this situation, but the fact that the killer hasn't been found yet tells me what type of time the community is on. And that time is Demon Time.
The chief, as well as Theus's family, say they know that there are people out there who know exactly what happened to her, and they are pleading with them to come forward. If you have any information, you are urged to call authorities. Back live now here, a very emotional service and vigil here for that 16-year-old. Again, that family, heartfelt plea, trying to get any answers they can to her murder.
Glenn, we heard from LAPD Chief Michael Moore during this week's LA Police Commission meeting, and he said a lot of these shootings are concentrated in a small section of Los Angeles.
This last week was a troubling week, particularly in the 77th Southeast area of South Los Angeles. But overall, we've also seen an increase in shooting violence and homicides for the month of April, which somewhat bucks the trend that we saw in the first 3 months of 2022.
These shootings, according to the chief, were tied mostly to gang and rivalry that resulted in violence in one section of South LA. The 77th Division includes Athens Park, Chesterfield Square, and also Hyde Park, Avalon Gardens, Athens Park, and Watts. Those are all part of the Southeast Division. The LAPD, in light of the surge in violence, has deployed more patrols, they say, and also engagement teams to those impacted areas. So what's driving these statistics? Well, the chief said the increase of guns on the streets, and that this month, Los Angeles has seen an increase in shooting violence and also homicides. 70 people have been shot, and so far in April, that's up from 55 during the same period last year. As for homicides, those stand at about 107 cases.
We're finding it primarily it's street violence, individuals that by number of indications we believe are gang related.
Street violence? Nah. These are super burrito gremlins on demon time.
Disputes that are erupting within the gang themselves and between rival gangs. And this also has had an overlap in surrounding communities in the LA County area.
And the chief also said that within the last 2-year period, that violent crime has increased by more than 15%. That's the latest in downtown Los Angeles. Kareen Winter, KTLA 5 News.
Good morning. Yeah, this man shot and killed by multiple suspects in the parking lot area of a very popular destination for locals and visitors here in Long Beach. It happened at this parking lot area you can see still blocked off and far in the distance. Homicide investigators remain here this morning trying to figure out what exactly happened and ultimately continue their search for those suspects here this morning. Officials say it happened shortly after 10:30 last night on the 4300 block of East Ocean Boulevard. It's a popular stretch of Belmont Shore neighborhood here in Long Beach. Video from the scene shows multiple shell casings and shattered glass scattered across the area. Investigators say the police department got multiple calls of...
Hold on, I thought the police just said these super gremlins were only getting active in one area. Now they in Long Beach, Northside Long Beach, Northside. Sheesh.
Shots fired. When officers arrived, they found the victim down next to a silver sedan. He had gunshot wound to his upper body. Officers tried life-saving measures until paramedics arrived, but the man was pronounced dead here at the scene. He has not been identified at this time. Witnesses telling police that at least 4 men fired at the victim. They reportedly took off in a white sedan westbound on Ocean Boulevard. It's unknown what actually caused the shooting. Homicide detectives have been interviewing witnesses here this morning. They're also canvassing the area for possible surveillance video. The parking lot area here of this popular beach destination will remain blocked off for a few more hours as the investigation continues. If you have any information that will help officers, detectives, get closer to the suspects, you're asked to call Long Beach Police.
Uh-oh. Can't do that. That's snitching. Can't do that. You're going to have to ask maybe some gliders. You're going to have to ask somebody else. It ain't finna come from the community. I'll tell you that much.
Immediately. We're live this morning in Long Beach. I'm Carlos Herrera, KTLA 5 News.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me. I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jinquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo. Whoa. Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live.
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit
That's
on.
that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jaquavius
Hey,
Jackson, here live. Reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
For ASAP Rocky was arrested this morning at LAX. This is in connection to a shooting investigation in Hollywood.
Whoa. Whoa. This is a curveball. So we have ASAP Rocky, who has just gotten Rihanna pregnant, and there were reports that he cheated, and apparently those have been debunked. But instead of cheating, he's actually going to leave her already as a single mother because he is reportedly involved in a shooting way back in 2021. The fact that they came and scooped him up now is different. So he's finna leave her a baby mama, single mother, right? If he's convicted of this. Now, like I said, we saw the first clip where Gascon is dropping all the charges. So he might get all these charges dropped. Who knows? And the bag is long, and Rihanna got a bag, and she might spend some bread to make it go away. But depending on what they have on him, it could be a rough ride from here. It just doesn't make sense to me that a guy with so much money, allegedly his net worth is 10 million. You got all this money and you still are you're still acting as if you're a super gremlin on demon time.
The shooting happened in November of 2021 after an argument between Rocky and the victim, who police say Rocky knew. The rapper allegedly fired shots at that victim with a handgun and then took off with two other men. The victim was allegedly grazed by those bullets on the hand.
Oh, man, he wasn't trying to kill shit. He wasn't trying to hit, man. He wasn't trying to drill nothing. Man, look, y'all got to stop trying to act hard and stuff. Like, bruh, shot him in the hand, bruh. If you really wanted to drill him, you would have known. You would have known what you had to do. He ain't finna. He's not trying to drill shit. He might have been. He might have been like. He might have been like trying to be something that he. You know what I'm saying? Like he might have been trying to boss up in front of his friends or some shit.
According to TMZ, police just wrapped a search of Rocky's house and left with a box of potential evidence. Rocky is currently dating Rihanna, and the two are expecting their first child.
Breaking news. Soon after landing at LAX aboard a private jet from Barbados, ASAP Rocky, who is expecting a child with pop superstar Rihanna, was arrested. 33-year-old Rakeem Mayers was charged in connection with a shooting that occurred in Hollywood last November. It's when an argument escalated, with Mayers allegedly firing a handgun at the victim, who had minor injuries. Police say Mayers and two additional men ran away from the area.
Dang, so it sounded like Buddy snitched. Honestly, it sounded like his friend snitched.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So, hold on. All right. So, guys, we have here, the Pooh Shiesty situation and the ASAP Rocky situation. I wanted to break this down because it's really crazy to me how these dudes are just squandering whatever opportunity that they have been presented. We got Pooh Shiesty. He got sentenced to 63 months, 5 years, 3 months for being involved in a shooting. Like, dude, not only was he involved in the shooting, but he was robbing somebody for weed and sneakers. Sneakers that he could afford, weed that he could afford. He's supposed to be a millionaire. Supposed to have that big brr. And he decided to rob somebody for things that he could afford. Now, we talk about poverty and this, that, and the third. I'm going to show you guys a video. Tell me if this makes sense. The brother pulls up in a McLaren or whatever the fuck. He pulled up in a very expensive car. Okay. And all the cars out here are pretty much very expensive. And it's some young rich niggas in it, basically. Okay? So just watch. Just watch.
Just One Station with video of what police say is a rapper unleashing a barrage of bullets in a parking lot. 7's Jessica Holly is live on the scene in Bay Harbor Islands with what investigators say led up to that shootout. Jessica.
It was a shooting in the middle of the day involving a well-known rapper, according to police. We reported this story back
Midday. He's a famous rapper. He's driving in a fucking McLaren. And the nigga decides to shoot somebody over some Jordans and some weed.
back in October, but now we're seeing how it all went down.
So here he just starts blasting. The McLaren doors are open. It's a hot Miami day. I mean, how stupid could you be? and it gets you hot because it's like, yo, my nigga, you supposed to have bread. You supposed to be a rich nigga. And you over here shooting a nigga over some weed? Some weed, bruh? It makes no sense.
Bullets fly in broad daylight. 2 people shot and over $500,000 in exotic cars, all of it caught on camera. This surveillance
He shot this man in his butt.
video is from an October 9th shooting in Bay Harbor Islands, and it has a recording artist who goes by Pooh Shiesty in hot water. Unlike this clip, what happened here is no music video. The surveillance shows a McLaren sports car, Mercedes Maybach, and another Mercedes pull into this East Bay Harbor Drive condo parking lot. Guys eventually get out. The meeting about a pair of
Guys eventually get out. Oh, man. This shit is crazy. Niggas pull up and just start shooting.
get out. The meeting about a pair of high-end sneakers for sale and some money owed. Then this. The man in the white shirt has a pistol. The man in the black sweatshirt is also pointing a weapon.
Damn. Just like that? Pooh Shiesty mask. Pooh Shiesty mask.
Shots are fired before the gunmen take off in their fancy getaway cars. The victims telling police 20-year-old Pooh Shiesty was behind the wheel of the McLaren and he was armed with an assault rifle. Police also using these Instagram photos as part of their case.
So he's posting pictures on the sink with money and guns. This niggas is fucking retarded, bruh. I don't know. And then get this. He left $40,000. He left a Louis Vuitton bag with $40,000 on the scene. So he went to go rob a nigga and lost $40,000. This is the worst fucking jack boy I've ever goddamn seen. This nigga went to go rob a nigga and lost 40 bands. Nigga tried to hit a lick and lost $40,000. This nigga's stupid, bruh. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. This nigga's retarded.
Shiesty with an assault-style rifle, and cash. Shiesty, whose real name is Lontrell Williams, was arrested a few days later. He and a member of his entourage charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
And Pooh, Shiesty was supposed to have a hearing in this case today. It was reset for February 9th. We're live in Bay Harbor Islands. Jessica Holly, 7 News.
So guys, I mean, that's pretty much the story. They actually caught him. Let me see. Because of the money, because he posted the money on Instagram and they traced the serial numbers back. So let me yeah, so here we go. Give me 1 second, let me pull it up. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on through these niggas' mind. My man just fumbled the whole bag. Cause he was like actually heating up. He was actually heating up out here. And you know, for it to end like that. I mean, I guess it's not totally over his rap career, but 5 years, in 5 years, this nigga's not even gonna be the same dude. He gonna get out and be like Bobby Shmurda or some shit, and he gonna be dancing in the music videos. But yeah, they traced the money back to his motherfucking Instagram because the serial numbers. It's really crazy, y'all. These dudes, they aren't even thinking anymore. They're just doing shit. So this is his first situation. This is his first situation. I'll just read this article real quick. Pooh Shiesty might be one of the hottest young rappers out today, but his career has suffered some recent setbacks. Due to some run-ins with the law, the Memphis rapper was indicted after federal authorities used social media to match the serial number of money flashed on Instagram that stemmed from an armed robbery. Okay, the Miami Herald reports that Shiesty, born Lontrell Donnell Williams Jr., was indicted regarding the armed robbery and shooting of 2 men outside of a Bay Harbor Islands hotel in Florida. So I thought he shot only 2 men total, like in both of his cases. He ended up shooting 3 people. So he shot 3 other black men total, and he's getting 63 months. And my thing is, what is the message that this sends to all the young niggas, all the young super gremlins who are doing this type of shit? All the young, I mean, these niggas, a lot of them, they getting away with murder. Like, you even hear YNW Melly talking about he coming home real soon. I'm like, damn, if they let him out, then we don't have no chance. Be More 1990 with the $10 super trap. He said he might sneak an iPhone in jail and keep making videos.
Hold on. Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
You already know Be More 1990 is definitely outside. And that's a real point, bruh. Yeah, he probably is going to start recording and shit. You know what I mean? He probably going to start recording and shit. But previously, Williams was charged and let free on bond as overseen by the Miami-Dade state court system regarding the October 2020 robbery. Shiesty is currently in jail in connection to an alleged shooting of a security guard at the King of Diamonds strip club during Memorial Day weekend. So I'm going to show you guys that one as well, because this nigga is doing the most. Basically, what happened is he got robbed on stage. Okay, well, it's not really that he got robbed. His money, he's sagging his pants for one on stage. And the money is like hanging out his pocket because he's so fucking, he's probably like drunk or on some pills or on some, he's under the influence, obviously, in these shows. And the money is like hanging out of his pocket and shit. right? And somebody kind of like pulls it because his pants are low and he busting slack, and you know what I'm saying? The fuck else do you expect? The nigga is going, you know, you in a club and it looks like a strip club full of niggas, and you think you just gonna be walking around with $40,000 on your hip, bro. You are out of your motherfucking mind. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be the Rock Dwayne Johnson, nigga. Them niggas will rob you, bruh. They will rob you. And I didn't want to bring this up, but man, I did a video on these and it's premiering tomorrow. I had to push it back because the updates came about the woman who cheated Orsal Gal. The updates came about her. I had to push that video back. But yeah, man, I was gonna drop that video, but I'm gonna just show y'all that fucking video, bro, because it's crazy. This happened in Atlanta. I'm gonna show you guys this before we get into this second Pooh Shiesty shooting, because this shit is fucking man, it is crazy out here, y'all. In the A, in Atlanta is crazy. Atlanta is gonna start. Atlanta might be catching up to like other states. Like I ain't gonna say they're gonna catch up to Philly, but they're finna. The murder rate is definitely going up. These niggas is on one. They are on one out here, bro. Let me just find that video right quick. Cause this shit is crazy, man. There is no reason. Let me just type it in. Oh, there it goes right here. All right, so let's see, guys. Sorry, I should have had the link queued up. But yeah, it's wild out here, man. It's wild out here. I'm gonna show you this video. These niggas is crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm trying to find the full video. They got a full video that's like blurred out and shit. Let me see, because I'm gonna show you guys what happened. Y'all better watch the video though when it premieres. Don't act like you ain't seen it before. I mean, act like you ain't seen it before. Yeah, I mean, when you see the video. Okay. Is it this? Let me see, man. Damn, I'm trying to find the fucking full video. But anyways, it's a video of this security guard getting killed literally outside of the fucking Wingstop shit. Well, it's not a Wingstop. It's more like a chicken and fish joint. But it's like, whoa. Okay, here we go. I found it. It was on Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta. This shit is sick, y'all. So y'all are not ready for this. Y'all are not ready for this. I got a video coming out on it. Act like y'all ain't seen it. But y'all are not ready for this shit. This is in Atlanta. This is what type of time niggas are on in Atlanta. Tell me what other community this would have happened in, please. Unless we talking about like Brazil or fucking, third world country. Watch this shit. Nigga come around the corner. Security guard, he's security for the fucking food joint. Minding his business. The nigga walk him down. The nigga, bruh. These niggas is fucking sick, bro. I don't know what the hell. Straight walked him down in Atlanta. Didn't give a fuck about the cameras. Didn't give a fuck about being in broad daylight. Walked him down. And look, the nigga sagging his pants. And he ended up going through the man's pockets. He ends up going through the man's pockets and walking the fuck off. So he goes through his pockets. Look, this nigga ain't shit. Look how much he's sagging his fucking pants. These super gremlins on demon time. Bruh. The pants is a dead giveaway. Straight killed the man. Walks off. You see this nigga right here. This is like, you know, hobo type shit. We got a lot of them in Atlanta. Okay. He just on the curb. He watched the whole damn thing. This is what and he's like, why the fuck you do that, man? And then the niggas just keep walking. I'm surprised he didn't kill him too. But this shit is fucked. And this like I said, it's Atlanta. And this dude, he's like, what? Yeah, I mean, watch him. They're communicating. He said, why you do that? He said, I don't know. It looked like he said, I don't know. Then he dropped the fucking gun. Sagging all the way down the block. The old man this is what I mean by when I say the community is not going to say a word. No snitching. The street code is in full effect. He just shake his head and keep it moving. Needed for questioning. That's what they put down on it. He just shook his head and kept it pushing. And then these niggas, random niggas, like, they walk up on him and they notice that he dead, man. These niggas notice that he dead and then proceed to pick his pockets. Bro, what the fuck? They going through his pockets. This nigga trying to hide what he took from his pockets. Because even though they came and pulled up together and they may be friends or acquaintances, they know how grimy it is. So he hiding what he got. Because he like, nigga, I ain't finna split this with you. This is mine. This shit is fucking crazy, bruh. And I didn't show the full video on my channel. I just showed like a snippet. But all them motherfuckers got to go. All them motherfuckers got to go. He went back. He doubled back. These niggas ain't shit, bro. This shit is crazy, y'all. They don't even care. Hot Black Desiato says, any videos of gliders looting the freshly murdered Z? Any other groups at all, for that matter? I don't know. Maybe in the Ukraine, you'll probably see some of that shit.
Oh, say less.
Yeah, in the Ukraine, you might get all that. But in the States, you'd be hard-pressed. You will be hard-pressed. But that shit is crazy. I wanted to show you guys that. So this is the mindset going on, bro. This is like what's in the streets right now. This is that demon time mindset. Like, this is that wicked, like, oh yeah, them niggas probably, like, you seen how he walked off? Not even the nigga who shot him, the nigga who robbed him. Yeah, I just robbed a nigga that was dead. Like, this is like niggas be taking pride in that shit. I'm telling y'all don't fucking believe me. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't believe me or not. It's the truth. Niggas be taking pride in that shit. Like, that is like street credibility. Yeah, like, guys. That's why Pooh Shiesty named his name Pooh Shiesty. Let me repeat. That is exactly why Pooh Shiesty named himself Pooh Shiesty, because he's that type of nigga. He's that type of nigga, and maybe he'll be a changed man when he come out of jail, but he's the type of nigga to rob a dead nigga. That's what shiesty means. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's look up what shiesty means. All right. The word shiesty, okay? The word shiesty usually refers to an action that is greedy and or inconsiderate. Did I just... Do I have to pull that fucking video back up, bro? Do I need to pull that damn video back up? I think I do, bro, because I don't think y'all niggas get it, bro. I really don't think y'all niggas get it. I don't. Okay? Y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Greedy and inconsiderate. The nigga shoots him, then run through his pockets. Like I said, I will continue. Shiesty usually refers to an action that is greedy and or inconsiderate. When someone is shiesty, it means that they don't think about others and do things that help them even if they know it harms someone else anyway. An example of when someone is shiesty. Well, this is a perfect example of when someone is shiesty. You ask someone for some gum and they say they don't have any, but he or she really did have gum, but didn't want to give you anyway. And that's a light version of shiesty, okay? That's a light version of shiesty. All right? Another definition. A person who you can't trust and does shady things behind your back. Well, if a nigga will do this when you dead, what will the nigga do behind your back? So would you guys trust any of these things? Would you trust any of these niggas? I don't give a fuck what it is. I wouldn't trust these niggas serving my food, honestly. Cause at this point, if they're willing to rob a dead nigga, I don't know what the fuck they're, you know? I don't know what the fuck type of time they on. Actually, I do. They're on demon time. So the word shiesty is multifaceted. Another definition, a real piece of shit, untrustworthy. To be shady or wavering in general, trustworthiness to invoke feelings of unreliability and hesitancy in people, to have inexplicable trust in shady organizations and characters. Shit, I can't fucking read today. Okay, to be a shiest. Being shiesty means you don't give a fuck about what someone has to say about you. Yo, that bitch shiesty as fuck. Obviously, they're barefaced robbing this man in front of a camera. They obviously don't care what anybody has to say. And he's got a fucking Pizza Hut shirt on. If this nigga works for Pizza Hut, bruh, I'm not going to Pizza Hut no more. He fucked up Pizza Hut for me. He fucked up Pizza Hut for me. See, we got a lot. We got niggas like this in the community. I'm going to just say that. We have niggas like this in the community. A nigga who will rob you while you're dead. These niggas is fucking thieves, bro. So there go Pooh Shiesty. And you heard what the nigga said in the live video. He said, hit him for his money. I told you, bruh, how many examples? And this is in a whole different area. We were just in Atlanta. We had multiple niggas watch a murder and then proceed to rob the nigga. Multiple niggas watched the murder and proceeded to rob the nigga. And then now we're in Miami and Pooh Shiesty is in the club and they took all Pooh Shiesty money. He had $40,000 on him. He must love the number 40,000 because he had $40,000 on him that other time when he was robbing the nigga for his shoes and his weed. So, I mean, these things come back around. So you think being shiesty and you think it's cute and you're gonna be shiesty for the rest of your life. Well, them niggas gonna, you know what I mean, they're gonna test you because you testing other people, you taking from other people, people gonna take from you.
Hit him for his money.
You heard him, hit him for his money. I'm telling you, these niggas are fucking thieves, bro.
They jack Pooh Shiesty.
Laughing, they jack Pooh Shiesty. He got the Pooh Shiesty mask. Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask, Pooh Shiesty mask.
They took his money.
He pissed. Now you see the nigga mad. You see he mad.
They jack Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty shot. Pooh Shiesty let him. Oh shit. Pooh Shiesty let it off there. Jack his bitch ass in this bitch.
Ha! So you hear what he said. Who the fuck, guys, let me know in the comments section. Super chat. Matter of fact, put a 1 in the chat if you would pull up to the club with $40,000 cash. Forget sagging your pants, because the nigga was sagging. That's the reason why they could easily reach him or reach the money. But would you bring $40,000 around this many niggas? Like, this shit got to be common sense. Niggas fucking retarded. You got to be common sense. Okay?
They jack Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty shot. Pooh Shiesty let him. Oh shit. Pooh Shiesty let it off there. Jack his bitch ass in this bitch. Oh, the shootout.
So he got the gun. They filmed him. And then they escort him out of the club. So we saw all of the shenanigans that Pooh Shiesty was getting into. And it's no denying this. Don't come in, oh, well, innocent until proven guilt. The nigga is caught on camera both times. Cars registered to him. He drives off with it. Okay? This shit is fucking ridiculous. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Okay? These niggas are insane, bro. So we saw all the shit that Pooh Shiesty got into. He got 5 years and 3 months. 5 years and 3 months. So let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this. I'm gonna do a poll. Sorry guys, I kind of got a little sore throat. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. But I'm gonna do a poll, guys. I'm gonna ask you guys, what would you have sentenced Pooh Shiesty to? Because he had potential. He was facing up to 20 years. He was facing up to 20 years. And I'm not the nigga, you have to set an example, okay? I'm not saying this because I'm hating on Pooh Shiesty. But this cannot be the new norm. Shout out to Sho Sugino with the $4.20. Well, you should have sent the 420 super trap yesterday because it was 420 yesterday. But $4.20 super trap. He doesn't say anything, but I appreciate you. We already know that the brother.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Where you at?
Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
He's definitely outside with it. But yeah. 63 months. And he was facing 20 years. So I'm going to ask you guys in the poll, how much time do you think he should have gotten? Okay? How much time do you think he should have gotten? It's going to range from, matter of fact, it's going to range from probation to 20 years. All right? It's going to range from probation to 20 years. All the shit that I just showed you, how much time do you think he should have gotten? All right? Let me know in the comments. We just added the poll. So let me know what you guys think. But that's what Pooh Shiesty had gotten into. And to me, 5 years is a slap on the wrist. I mean, the nigga shot inside the middle of a club. He shot inside the middle of a club. Could have hit anyone. Could have killed somebody. Okay? Then he shot 2 other people trying to rob them of their weed. He shot 2 other people trying to rob them for sneakers and weed. This is insane, y'all. And he got 63 months. So, guys, make sure you vote on the poll. How much time should Pooh Shiesty really have gotten? If you were the judge, if you were the prosecution, how much time would you have given him? Because, I mean, somebody said it in the chat. It's a blatant disregard for human life. He could have killed anybody. He could have killed somebody. I mean, he didn't care. He was shiesty in that way, okay? We just learned what shiesty means. He was shiesty in that way. I think it's a slap in the face to anybody that his bullet hit, okay? I do. All right? They should be seeking justice. Because obviously Black lives did not matter when Pooh Shiesty shot 3 other black people. He didn't give a fuck who they were. Okay? It's embarrassing. And then we got niggas who are still out here claiming that, oh, the system is... Look, bruh. I don't want to hear none of that shit no more. But this nigga just got 63 months and he shot 3 people. Okay? I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro. I really don't. But let me see what the poll is talking about. Let me see what the poll is talking about. Because what does this say to all these other little niggas, man? Especially the young niggas in Memphis. They still on that type of time. So we got 34 votes so far. And 3% say he should have gotten probation. 6% say that he should have gotten 5 years. 15% say that he should have gotten 10 years. And a whopping 76% of you guys say that he should have served the maximum sentence of 20 years. Okay, so the nigga got 5 years and 3 months. And we have a broad range of years that he could have gotten. So I'm just going to play this courtroom hearing that he had in regards to the Miami strip club. Pretty interesting. Okay.
Morning, Your Honor. Brad Cohen and Sam Zegna for the defendant.
Good morning.
Morning,
Judge Ruben Scoville on behalf of the state.
It's coming, Your Honor.
Guys, the poll is on Black Gen Z Mindset channel. So if you don't see the poll is on Black Gen Z Mindset. I'm streaming from multiple platforms. The poll is on Black Gen Z Mindset. recorded, sir.
Okay, good morning. Mr. Williams, you were arrested for pursuant to an arrest warrant. It was issued June 3rd. It's charging you with aggravated battery with a firearm. And you have two attorneys here, or is it, I'm sorry, two attorneys in the state. Go ahead. You want to announce again?
Brad Cohen and Sam Zegny for the defendant.
Have you had a chance to review the arrest warrant?
Yes, Judge, we have.
Let's review as well.
Nigga say he acting like a bitch in the courtroom. That nigga was ready to get that shit over with too. That nigga ass naked in the damn courtroom.
You haven't had a chance to review the arrest warrant. Any argument, counsel?
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Judge, if you notice in the police report or the A form, it definitely isn't probable cause, in my opinion, for aggravated battery with a firearm. There's no intent shown in that document. There's no words that were said. There's no pointing of the firearm at anyone. Essentially, what the document says and what the witnesses said on that day is that the defendant was being escorted out of the club. He reached for his pockets, looking for money in his pockets. A weapon was pulled and it was fired at the ground. And after it was fired at the ground, allegedly the ricochet or whatever happened was one of the either security guards or.
So where the fuck? My question is though, I don't give a fuck where he fired the gun. He fired a gun in a fucking strip club with a whole bunch of innocent people. Where did this dumbass? Where the fuck did he think the bullet was gonna go? Where did he think the bullet was gonna go? Did he think it was just gonna go straight through the ground into hell? Like, I swear these niggas think that fucking life is a video game or some shit. These niggas think this a Looney Tunes where you shoot the damn bullet and it's gonna go into the ground and straight through. Like, what the fuck?
An employee of the club was struck in his ankle. Certainly, it doesn't show up any intent to injure that individual. I think it looks to me like an accidental discharge. But even if we stepped it up from an accidental discharge and said it was some sort of reckless discharge, it still wouldn't have the probable cause to charge him with an aggravated battery with a firearm. There's no witness that says at least even a word that the individual would say, like, hey, I'm about to do something, or something to demonstrate some kind of intent other than an accidental discharge. It doesn't appear that there was anything that would have prompted some sort of intent from the defendant.
And then people will really try and call these rappers smart. That's the shit that gets them. Oh, these niggas are smart. They smart as hell, bro. These niggas smart as hell. This dumbass shit. This makes no sense. These niggas flaw as hell.
Okay.
Look how he put the mask on. This nigga got an attitude in the courtroom. Nigga, you just shot 3 people. This nigga's a piece of shit, bro.
Of intent from the defendant.
The music go hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. All right. So let me hear from the state.
Judge, the state disagrees with that version of the facts. I mean, this is pretty clear from the arrest warrant. What happened here was the defendant was angry because the victim in this case, who was a security guard, told him to put away his gun. He then grew angry. He pointed the gun at him and shot him. The victim specifically states in the arrest warrant that
Look, he not no, that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened, nigga. It's on camera. You shot the nigga. Take accountability. No, that ain't what happened. No, I swear to God, man, they crack a line on me, bro. They crack a line on me, bro. Cracker be lying on the man. Cracker be lying on the black man, bro. They cracker be lying on the bro. The way he represented them facts, bro. Oh hell nah, bro. They cracker lying on me, bro.
was angry because the victim in this case, who was a security guard, told him to put away his gun. He then grew angry. He pointed the gun at him and shot him. The victim specifically states in the arrest warrant that he had to move out of the way. He was directly shooting at him. The only reason he got shot in the ankle was because he jumped out of the way at the last minute.
Pooh Shiesty would have killed that nigga in cold blood and still been in the courtroom. No, I didn't, bro. No, I swear to God, I would. No, fuck out of here.
This happened in front of a club full of people. There's video of the defendant with the gun in his hand. He has a prior pending open case right now where he's also with a gun and 2 people were shot. So, Judge, we're going to be asking for no bond on this.
And Judge, if I may, I'm not sure if you're reading the narrative from when the first police officer went out and took statements. But the first police officer that went out and took statements, it clearly says that he shot into the ground. There's nothing in the first statement that says anything about that he pointed it at anyone. And I don't know what the follow-up is, because all we have is the narrative, the police report narrative, that specifically says that there was something about money that fell out of his pants, and there was a witness, his name, I won't mention his name, but he advised security staff that he escorted the individual out, and the individual had a firearm out and shot towards the ground. That's what the independent witness stated.
Yeah, Judge, and this is Sam Zane on behalf of Mr. Williams. 2 points of clarification here. The alleged victim sustained a gunshot wound to the ankle. I don't know how you survive getting hit in the torso by jumping out of the way and get shot in the ankle, and that's buttressed by the fact that
What the fuck? Dude. Bullets, they say bullets have no name. Bullets also have no organs. You don't know where that bullet could have hit somebody. You don't know where that bullet could have hit somebody. And obviously, if this nigga discharged a firearm, they're going to move out the way. So you don't know what he was, you can't assume what he was originally aiming for. He ended up hitting the ankle, but you don't know what he was originally aiming for.
the original witness said that the firearm was discharged towards the floor. That's the first point. The second point is that the allegations of the previous case, two people were shot, but Mr. Williams,
Mr. Zhang, I remember.
It's not the shooter. Correct, Judge. This is a bondable offense. If there are issues with bond, it should be addressed by the court, the circuit court judge with regards to the first case. Aggravated battery with a firearm is not a non-bondable offense. Just so the court knows that we've been in communication with the government. We surrendered Mr. Williams to Metro-Dade Detective Soto yesterday at TGK. We self-surrendered him. He wasn't arrested out and about as a fugitive on the run. We self-surrendered him just like we did last time. He's not a flight risk. And we believe the standard bond's appropriate in this case, Judge.
And Judge, if I may add to that, I mean, this is we've let defense counsel know that he was supposed to turn himself in last week. We gave him the opportunity. They didn't turn him in. He, as far as we were concerned, was a fugitive for the last week. The arrest warrant was signed, apparently, I believe it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. They've been looking for him, and they turned several times where he was supposed to turn him in. They canceled.
He's here now.
Judge,
What's the
yes, Judge.
This is an aggravated battery. He's entitled to a bond.
See, you hear him. You see him shaking his damn head again.
Tuesday or Wednesday. They've been looking for him, and they turned several times where he was supposed to turn him in. They canceled.
He's here now.
Judge,
what's the
Yes,
issue?
Judge,
This
and
is an aggravated battery. He's entitled to a bond. The standard bond is $10,000, and that's what I'm setting. The $10,000 bond with the hold for the division judge. Case number.
So he was in there before. He was in there before for shooting and robbing somebody. Okay. He obviously got a bond. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to do the nightclub shooting. Okay. The racist criminal justice system let him out. They freed that man. Then he goes to a fucking strip club, gets robbed of $40,000. $40,000 is his magic number. And proceeds to shoot a security guard in the foot. And he says he was aiming at the ground. Nigga, why do you even have a gun in the first place? You just got arrested being involved in a shooting. You can't even own a firearm. Okay? And then he goes in front of the judge again, and she grants him a $10,000 bond. So he has to put up $1,000. God damn, if this is what the racist criminal justice system looks like, shit. But shout out to No One. He says, forget police reform, legislate for community reform, especially in the area of parenting. Lock up these nigglets' parents with their delinquent ass children unless they're turning them in. Facts. I agree. You already know.
Hold on. Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
No One is definitely outside with it.
Hold him for case number F20-14135B. And you'll see your judge tomorrow, 9 a.m. All right?
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
one
you,
other
Judge.
thing, I need to stay away from the
Thank you.
victim. Whoa, what's his victim's name or initials? Is it X? I'm sorry, there's a witness and a victim.
No, Judge, the victim is initials ID. I as in in, D as in David.
Okay.
Chief, the victim's initials are FP.
The alleged victim, Sam, come on.
Can I have the
Thank you,
name,
Mr.
the name
Zangler.
of the initials of the alleged victim or what?
FD, Judge.
Oh, I have it here. Thank
They laughing over this shit.
you. I didn't see it. You're ordered to stay away from the victim whose initials are FD. No contact with this victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. You want me to order him to stay away from this club as well?
Yes, Judge.
Stay away from the King of Diamonds.
I was finna say, she acting like she don't know what King of Diamonds is. Bitch, you done been the King of Diamonds. Shut the fuck up.
You want me to order him to stay away from this club as well?
Yes, Judge.
Stay away from the King of Diamonds establishment at 7020 Northwest 72nd Avenue in Miami. So while the
Judge,
case
can
is
you-
pending, you can't go there. Yes?
Judge, can you also tell Sam to stay away from there as well?
She doesn't have jurisdiction for that, Judge.
You have good lawyers. This is a serious matter, and you're going to see the division judge tomorrow. Good luck to you, sir.
Look at Pooh Shiesty. He pissed off that they making jokes about him. Dude, you're in some serious shit. So that's Pooh Shiesty's story. Honestly, guys, I don't have much on the ASAP Rocky thing. All right. I don't have much on the ASAP Rocky thing, but if something comes out, well, they let him out on bond, it looks like. If something comes up, then I'll definitely, let me see. So he just came back from Barbados, where he was on vacation with Rihanna. And he gets arrested for being involved in a shooting where he shot a man in his hand, I believe, over an argument. This is supposed to be a millionaire, okay? This guy's a millionaire. All right. It's crazy. It's crazy. So hopefully, I don't know, TMZ did some shit where they copyrighted the last video that I tried to. I did a video on this and then they copyrighted, but let's see if it works.
Tonight, this video from TMZ showing a group of police officers battering the gate at the home of A$AP Rocky
So they bust their ass when they tried to come in through the gate
to serve a search warrant. Police say it happened while the rapper was being arrested at LAX Wednesday morning in connection to a November shooting in Hollywood. Rakeem Mayers, better known as A$AP Rocky, has recently made headlines as the father of Rihanna's first child. Police say the 33-year-old was arriving on a private plane from Barbados, where he'd been on vacation with the singer, when he was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, with Rihanna by his side.
Damn, he should have just stayed in Barbados. He should have just stayed in Barbados. Hold on. Did they say Rihanna was at the shooting?
Barbados, where he'd been on vacation with the singer when he was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, with Rihanna by his side.
Okay. He was arrested and Rihanna saw him get arrested.
His attorney confirmed to NBC News his client was arrested. Representatives for A$AP Rocky and Rihanna have not immediately responded to a request for comment. A$AP had been under investigation for a shooting that happened on the night of November 6th. A Wednesday press release from the LAPD described A$AP Rocky and the alleged victim as acquaintances and said it started with an argument that escalated and, quote, resulted in the suspect firing a handgun at the victim.
So they were acquaintances, they're arguing, and A$AP pulls out a gun and shoots a nigga. So he's risking his whole life. Because if he would have killed that man, bro, if A$AP would have killed that man, this nigga would be going down. You're going to risk everything. Something wrong with these niggas, bro.
According to police reports, the alleged shooting victim told police that A$AP, who was talking with two others, approached him and shot at him 3 or 4 times. He believed one of the bullets grazed his hand. Police say he sustained a minor injury and sought medical treatment, adding,
So this nigga's telling. He said, fuck that shit. I'm cooperating with police. A$AP finna do some time, y'all. A$AP finna do some time in LA. Shoots a man. I mean, it's OV. He finna sit down. The witness is cooperating. Everything's lining up. They get you a year later. This nigga finna, for one, he's not going to be out by the time his child is born, unless that child is, I mean, honestly, he bonded out. I don't know when his court date is, but shit. He might only see like the first few months of his kid. Like, what the fuck is going on?
that A$AP Rocky and 2 additional males who they did not identify fled the area on foot.
I'm not sure this is the only charge that he will receive. There could be other claims, other charges brought against him.
Earlier this year, the world swooned over A$AP and Rihanna when they announced they were expecting. Rihanna recently opened up about their relationship to Vogue, saying she met A$AP at the VMAs in 2012. But things didn't get serious until 2020 during COVID lockdown. In 2019, A$AP Rocky was arrested after a fight on the street in Sweden between him.
So remember, A$AP got in a fight in Sweden and was arrested. And guess who got him out? Do you guys remember who got A$AP out of jail when he was locked up in Sweden? Do you guys remember who got A$AP Rocky out of jail when he was arrested in Sweden? Put in the chat if you remember who got A$AP Rocky out of jail. Okay? Put in the chat or the super trap if you remember who got A$AP Rocky out of jail. All right, he got a lot of super gremlins out of jail, honestly. He got a lot of super gremlins out of jail, man. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys who helped get ASAP Rocky out of jail. Your racist, white supremacist, 45th president, Donald Trump. Okay. He also helped get Kodak Black out of jail. Pardoned the nigga. Pardoned the head honcho super gremlin. Shout out to Mahayana Confidential. He says, whoop, ayo, ain't that Janquavius?
Oh, say less.
You already know. But yeah, so Trump got him out. Maybe if we vote Trump back in, he can get him out this time as well. Okay? So that should be something that if you guys don't want to see ASAP, Pooh, Shiesty, or any other rappers locked up, vote Trump.
His entourage and 2 men. He was convicted of assault and served a month in jail. It caused diplomatic tensions and even a response from President Donald Trump.
I have been called by so many people asking me to help ASAP Rocky.
Tell us about how that could or wouldn't impact this situation.
Guys, all this shows is Trump is a real nigga. Trump is a real nigga. You will not, I repeat, you will not see President Biden help ASAP Rocky be there for his child's formative years. You will not see President Biden help ASAP Rocky get out of jail so he can be there for his child's formative years. Mahayana Confidential sends another super trap. He says, I was a Trump supporter until I found out he also pardoned the worst spy in U.S. history, an Israeli spy at that. Oh,
say less.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that. We don't want them folks on our back. But you know, the president, they get pressure from different. Look, I can't judge everything that the president does because at the end of the day, you don't know who is pulling his chain. You don't know who's saying, yo, this you don't necessarily have to do, but this, if you don't do it, I'm going to kill you. Like, straight up. I'm just keeping it a buck. Them niggas, like, you might say, oh, yeah, they can do whatever they want. No, the fuck they can't. No, the fuck they can't. You cannot judge a president on everything. Hey, you don't know what type of pressure them niggas got on their ass, for real. Because everybody's taking bribes. Everybody's taking deals. You got to make a deal for yourself and your family. So I can't judge the man on hey, look, he said, look, I'm a pardon this spy and I'm a pardon a couple niggas too. So there you have it.
This is very interesting. It's a very interesting legal question. I think there's going to be probably a fight for his defense counsel to keep it out, but it's going to turn on California law and what a judge will allow in for the jury to consider.
Isa Gutierrez, NBC News.
Wow. So that's what's going on with ASAP Rocky, and he actually posted bond. He actually posted bond for $550,000, so he had to put up 55 racks to get out. Okay, had to put up 55 racks to get out. This nigga done fucked up. He done fucked up. And like I said, what does this mean? What does this mean for the black community? What does this mean for the black community? We got Pooh Shiesty sentenced, starting his prison bid, doing some unspeakable things, just dumbass shit. And then we got ASAP Rocky. So I'm gonna put in the chat. Do you guys think ASAP Rocky will beat this charge? All right, we're gonna put a poll in there. Do you guys think that ASAP Rocky will beat this charge? All right. All right, guys. So go ahead and vote on the poll. I just asked it. I'm also going to drop the StreamYard link for all you guys who want to come up here. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link for all you guys who want to come up here. I could probably chat for about 30 minutes, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, so I got a little time. So if you guys want to hop in the StreamYard's link, then come on. We're gonna go into a brief intermission. So make sure while we're in this intermission, you vote on the poll and join the StreamYard link if you want to chat with Black Gen Z Mindset.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/BlackGenZMindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo,
Whoa.
ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit
That's
on.
that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
All right, guys. So there you have it. That is pretty much a breakdown of the ASAP Rocky and Pooh Shiesty joint. We do have somebody who has joined the StreamYard. We have Mahayana Confidential, and he is actually a super trapper. So we are going to go ahead and bring him on. Let's get it. What's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Damn, what's up, man? I love the channel. I've been subscribed for a while. You guys are like really, because after like I was like, what really got me into it was Colin Flannery and stuff, and I'd always watch his stuff, and you guys pretty much took up the torch. It's pretty cool, you know.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Appreciate it. Well, what do you have to say on the ASAP Rocky and Pooh Shiesty situation?
I mean, you gotta think about it, man. I think it's different states, but if Pooh Shiesty gonna walk, ASAP definitely gonna walk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Pooh Shiesty got 5 years and 3 months, so they gave him some time. They gave him some time.
Yeah, but I mean, with like good behavior and like all the reform that's going on, he's gonna do a fraction of that. Like,
yeah. I mean, he'll do 85%. So, let's see. He got 63 months. 85% of that is 53 months. So, you know, he'll do some time, but it's not too crazy. You know what I mean? It's not too crazy.
yeah, man, it's getting bad, man. Like, I forgot where I saw it, but they said one of the guys said he'd rather be locked up because all the killers are on the streets right now.
Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. So it's a lot of killers getting off. My thing with Pooh Shiesty is like, you just signed a deal, you had everything. It's almost like they get signed and then immediately go to jail. This shit is retarded.
You know, it's like, it reminds me of like this quote I heard from a movie. It said, "Are you so much of a loser you can't tell when you won?" Like,
right?
you out of the hood, like, and it was a study, I can't remember where, but it said like some people, man, the upper middle class are just more likely to commit crimes than the poor. Even more so. Like you can't, you can take the sun man out the Blackistan, but you can't take the Blackistan out the sun man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, what would you say to people who say, well, you know, he's a product of his environment. He was caught up in that lifestyle. He didn't get time to adjust. What would you say to those people?
The whole nature versus nurture argument. I do agree that there, to some degree, yes. Like I've seen guys, like I'm from Blackistan. I'm a sun man. You know, I went to high school at Fetty Wap. Like I'm from East. I'm from Patterson,
New
and
Jersey.
shit.
Yeah, you Patterson.
Yeah, so it's the nature versus nurture. I've seen brothers come around. Like I know guys personally from the hoods I've been around, and they cleaned up their act, but the margins are low. Like it's not many of them, and they still relapse because like it's like Ox said, man. We're not the same as the other people, man.
Yeah,
Even
I mean, it's definitely like a culture thing.
Yeah.
The shit that like people was hyping the nigga up, like, oh, that nigga so real. He shot this person over some shoes. He really shiesty like that. And I think that just boosted his ego, man. And then when he bailed out the first time, he realized, oh, I can shoot people, and as long as they don't die, then I'll get bailed out. I think he ran with that.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. It's encouraged, man. It's like you said, it's the culture. It's encouraged. Like
Right.
some females where I'm from, they don't even, if you ain't got no record, you ain't known in the streets, they ain't even looking your way.
Yeah, you ain't getting no pussy. I mean, look at ASAP Rocky. All these people are. Me personally, I don't really, you know, I'm not really big on Rihanna, but
me neither.
But people are like, oh my god, he got the baddest bitch. Like all the women think that, oh, ASAP Rocky got the baddest bitch, and it's like, bro, Rihanna got some flaws, bro. Not only does she have character flaws, she got some physical flaws that I ain't gonna go crazy into. But let's just say, allegedly, she burning. That's what they saying on the streets. I don't know if it's true. It's alleged, but they saying she burning. You know what I mean?
I mean, like you look at the dating market right now, and your average broad is acting like Rihanna. Imagine how Rihanna feels about herself.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, hey, y'all better wrap up out here in these streets. I'm telling you, a lot of these chicks are burning out here, and it's just crazy because she gets with ASAP, having a baby with him, and this nigga is a millionaire, still getting into shootouts.
You know,
and he wasn't even really known for busting his gun like that, though. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't known for doing shit like that.
Bro, that stint he did, I forgot where. It was another I forget his name. It was another rapper who basically held him down. Like he even said he didn't really have to throw hands in there because he was.
Oh yeah, that when he went to jail, when he was saying he was slipping on semen. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Yep. He ain't even really have to do nothing, and I get that because it's like Will Smith is like that. He got love in Philly, like the goons that protect him.
Yeah,
he ain't no hard dude, but
we gonna pull that clip up because we really gotta. I want the people to really understand the type of nigga ASAP is. You know what I'm saying? He's not really a shooter like that.
Yeah,
it's just interesting that he ended up. So this is ASAP Rocky in an interview where he was talking about his experience in prison. So let's watch.
One nigga got that nigga up out of there. Thank God. Yeah, I had to fight some nigga in the bathroom. No homo. We slipping on semen. Niggas was jerking off in the bathroom, nigga.
Yeah.
We got that nigga up out of there, all that shit. You know, this is parts of the story that I
don't. So he said they was slipping on semen, jerking off in the bathroom. Run it back.
One nigga got that nigga up out of there. Thank God. Yeah, I had to fight some nigga in the bathroom. No homo. We slipping on semen. Niggas was jerking off in the bathroom, nigga. We got that nigga up out of there, all that shit. You know, this is parts of the story that I don't like to.
The other nigga was like, "Oh hell no!" I think that was ASAP Ferg who was right next to him. He was like, "Oh hell no!"
Right? He could have left that part out, the whole semen part. That's fucking.
Yeah, he could have left the whole thing. I mean, yeah. I just don't get it, especially the fact that Rihanna. It just contributes to the fact that these sisters are going for thuggo types. This is a billionaire, and she is dealing with a man who is literally getting himself involved in shootouts. So I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna end the poll. We will show the final results of the poll. We got 32 votes on the poll, and it says, "Do you guys think ASAP Rocky will beat his charge?" 75% say yes, he got that bag. 25% say no, he's fried. Witnesses cooperate. So we're gonna end that poll, and we're gonna do one more poll before we get out of here, unless we get somebody else to join the StreamYard. Which the StreamYard link, guys. I'm just gonna drop it again, just in case y'all want to join. So here's a poll. It's gonna be. Hold on, what the fuck did I just say? I literally forgot what I was just saying. What was it? God damn it. Anyways, guys, hit the StreamYard link. It's coming. It's gonna come back to me. But okay. The question I was gonna ask is, do sisters only want thuggo types? Do modern sisters only want thuggo types? Okay. Because we got ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, and she is, a lot of dudes say, oh, go overseas. Well, she's from overseas, and she's still with thuggo. She's still with thuggo in them. Okay.
Because, like, all right, because, like, I get the nature versus nurture thing, and I agree to it to some degree, but it's like, if you look at, it's such a cliche, but it's so true that if you look at the past, the present makes so much sense. You know, a lot of us, like, even in the African villages, there was like the chief had all the women, and most of the time the chief was like a brute. You know what I'm saying? And even not even with just the Sun Man, even the glacier gliders, you know, back in the, like, is a reason why certain behaviors are modified and passed down through lineages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, man.
So it's, you know, you want to be what Jordan Peterson said, you want to be a sophisticated brute nowadays, and that, you know, he got the status, he got the street cred, you know what I'm saying? So of course she gonna eat that shit up, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, God. And she makes less money than him, so you know, we got a lot of folks in the manosphere who say, hey man, you got to make more money than the woman or she gonna leave you.
That's a myth.
With sisters.
Bro, you know how that's a myth? If women really cared about money, pimps wouldn't be successful.
Yeah, they would just argue for a better percentage.
You know, they wouldn't be successful. Women don't care about the chick. She don't leave the guy who left his job. She leaves the guy who lost his job and sits around all day.
Yeah.
You know? Like, money ain't, like, it ain't that much. It ain't really important. Money is just a tool for safety most of the time.
Yeah, at Rihanna's level, as long as he got good dick and she find him attractive, she's fucking with him. Look at Nicki Minaj. She's fucking with an alleged chomo, so.
Shit, look at what's her name? Oh, what's that singer, that Glacier Glider singer who just divorced? What's her name?
Billy Ray Cyrus' wife?
No. Fuck, man. Shit. She just divorced her husband,
Adele?
and he won the settlement. Well, not the settlement, but she got paid him. She a singer, man. I forget her name.
Mary J. Blige. You talk? Is she?
Nah, she a glider. She a glider. Soulful singer. Everyone know her. I forget her name. I can't believe I forgot her name.
Okay.
Oh, crap! I can't believe I forgot her name, bro. Well, anyway, she just divorced her man. Her man was making way less, and she got to pay out of alimony.
Yeah. Somebody, Sebastian just put in the chat. He said 50% of sisters want gangsters, 25% want masculine, normal black dudes, and 25% are divestors. Nah, it ain't 25% that are divestors.
I don't think. Yeah,
man, fuck no. Nigga, if 25% were divestors, man, hell nah. I can agree. I wouldn't even agree that 50% want gangsters. I'll say 60% want gangsters. And then I'll give them like 30% want normal masculine black dudes. I'm only giving 10% to the divestors. There are not a lot of divestors.
There isn't that
like
dude.
That's
Like
that's some YouTube shit. In real life, there is not that many divestors.
it's not mixed race couples aren't that big anyway. They're a minority.
They're larger between black men and other race of women, but not, majority of sisters are dating brothers. I would say like 90%.
It's like, because it's all with the social engineering. They're pushing it on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a low minority as far as divestors. It's really low. It's not even as high. Like you see the commercials, and that's mostly propaganda.
Yeah, they're still trying to convince black women to like start doing. They're trying to convince them, and it's like I don't think it's really working like that. Honestly, I mean, you do have these YouTube fringes, but that's not a lot of people. Honestly.
No, it's not.
And then a lot of the women in those chats, they really aren't able to divest like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right. But we do have results from the poll. We've got 22 votes so far, and it says the question was, do modern sisters only want thuggo types? And 91% said yes, they love thugs. 9% said no, they love educated lames. So we're gonna keep that poll up. Is there anything else that you got on the subject, Mahayana?
Yeah. Not really. I just, man, they got the power. Like Blackistan, we run in the court systems, man. The kangaroo courts and the police chiefs are mostly sisters, man.
Yeah.
And shit, what I wanted to put in the super chat, no disrespect to the ladies, but it was a good quote I heard. It said, you see what you think weak men create hard times? Just wait till you see what these women create, man. Look what's happening.
Oh God. Oof.
Look
Yeah,
what's
it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough because a lot of the reason why they are pushing for the reform and lenient shit, it's an emotional response. That's literally what it is. It's an emotional response between a minority of results. Okay, so like there's like this thing where people really think that brothers are getting railroaded in the court system. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but they think that it's happening all the time. Like every nigga that catch a charge is getting framed. That's why we have like the free him and the hashtags and all this shit. I understand that it happens, but it's literally like 1% of the people in prison didn't do that shit. Okay,
You know,
it's like a small ass percentage.
It's really small, and what kills me, bro, is the cognitive dissonance and the pathological behavior. Like, you saw.
And then people won't even realize that most of the niggas in prison did they shit until they go to prison.
You're
gonna be like, oh shit, like I've been arrested before. Like nigga, if you go to jail, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be all them niggas in there gonna say they didn't do that shit, and then you start being around them, and then they be like, oh yeah, I can tell that nigga did that shit. Like you gonna realize, he did that shit
for real. Like it's wild.
It's so funny to me. If that's it, guys, we've been on for an hour and 43 minutes, so it's been lit. I really appreciate you, Mahayana, for hopping up on here.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, any last words?
Just be careful. Keep your head on the swivel, man. It's only going to get worse from here.
Oh yeah, definitely stay safe, y'all. But y'all already know, man. It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Hopefully these brothers can learn from their mistakes after doing their time or beating the case in ASAP Rocky's situation. But I don't really see shit changing, especially with that light sentence that Pooh Shiesty got. I think it sends a bad message. Okay. I think it sends a bad message, unfortunately, to all the people out there who are looking to get into some of this demon time activities, especially if they are a household name. I mean, we saw NBA YoungBoy beg his way out of prison. Like, the nigga, honestly, he not supposed to be out by now. A lot of the shit that they got him on, he did that shit too. And he begged his way out of prison, okay? They just raided his mama's house in Texas, I believe, and like it was like some dudes staying at his house that were involved in shooting a kid. So it's a lot of these niggas who are housing other super gremlins. It's wild out here, guys. But anyways, I appreciate everybody who joined, everybody who's super trapped. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I'm gonna send you off with Jenquavius. So appreciate everybody for joining the screen, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell, so that you are notified. Also, make sure that you leave a comment after the stream ends to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo. Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass
Yeah,
suit on.
that's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
So it is what it is.